Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, are you drinking the wrong water? Should you really be drinking hydrogen water? We're going to talk to the founder of Echo Technologies next.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
My wife has finally gotten me to drink more water. You know, I think you're supposed to drink a certain part of your body weight in water, and I never used to drink water, and my doctor would always scold me that you're dehydrated. But now I'm discovering I might be drinking the wrong water. To talk about that today, Dr. Paul Barattiero. He is with Echo Technologies.
Yes.
Thanks for coming on the show.
You're welcome.
Okay, so what makes hydrogen water better than regular water?
Well, because hydrogen has tremendous benefits for the human body. That's why. So water's water, and we should drink pure water. That's critical for us. We want to get a filter instead of making our body be the filter for the contaminants. So once we've cleaned water, then we can put hydrogen gas in it because it has tremendous benefits.
And you have developed a system where the oxygen is infused into the water and it doesn't separate? I mean,
Hydrogen.
Hydrogen, I'm sorry.
Yes. So what we actually do, you know, water is H2O.
Right.
We separate H2 and O. We send oxygen back out to the environment where people need to breathe it, and we dissolve that H2 molecular hydrogen into the water because there are benefits.
Wow. Okay. How did you start this journey?
So my wife, we've been married 29 years now, love of my life. The first 10 years, she was really sick, and she wouldn't be with us today if it wasn't for the water. But she had thyroid issues, gynecological issues. She had anemia, like she would just faint. I'd hear a certain noise, and I know I need to go grab her because she was going down. We would lose her on average a week, a month on her menstrual cycle. She was in such pain, she couldn't get out of bed. So back years ago, 2005, I discovered that the water may help her, but I still didn't know the mechanism of why it helped her. But in a 6-month period, it normalized her menstrual cycle. So she no longer had the issue, and the iron levels, or the reason she was anemic, went away as well. And so thyroid increased, energy increased, so many different things. And I thought, holy cow, if this can help her, it's going to help a lot of other people. And so that's why I spent a year and a half doing a deep dive to understand what was the actual mechanism.
Yes. We're going to put your website up because I love your website and all the graphics. And as we scroll down the website, this has become a large company. I mean,
Yes.
how many, you don't have to give me revenue, but you're in all 50 states. You've got customers all over the world.
Worldwide, yeah. We do. We have a beautiful staff, wonderful people who are loving and supportive. And yes, it has grown to worldwide. We have celebrities that endorse it. We have celebrity doctors that endorse it. We have so many different individuals worldwide.
Okay, well, let's do a little demonstration. So we've got just regular tap water, I believe.
Yeah, this was a bottled water, so we don't want to put tap water. We want to put pure water because there's no filter in this.
Okay.
There is a filter in our other machines, but because there isn't here, we definitely want to put clean water. This is the Echo Go Plus, which is just a sport bottle for when you're away from your Echo machine. You can put water when you're traveling, and you can have the hydrogen water. So all we really do is take the water, pour it in. Oh, I got to take the lid off. Pour it in. Then we replace the lid. Simply push the button, and you can see the blue light comes on. And can you see the hydrogen?
Oh yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah. So right now, oxygen's coming out the bottom. There's a small port you can see right there,
Okay.
and then hydrogen is going in.
Wow, that's amazing. And so, talk about the health benefits. It works with your gut. It works with your mind. Talk about the health benefits.
Yes, there's the first thing we need to understand is hydrogen is supposed to be in our body. Whether it's HCl, hydrochloric acid for stomach acid, that's H is hydrogen. So everything in the body takes hydrogen to function properly. Because of gut damage, which affects 97% of the population, we have lost the ability to produce hydrogen the way we should. And so what happens when we don't have hydrogen is oxidation rises in the body, inflammation rises in the body, and that's where disease comes from, is the combination of oxidative stress and chronic inflammation. That is where disease, that's a leading cause. So hydrogen manages oxidation so it never gets to oxidative stress and it's causing cell damage. That's the first thing. Second, if we were to drink this water right now, within 3 minutes of this water with hydrogen gas in it hitting our stomach, ghrelin, which is a master hormone in the body, would go to the hippocampus, the hypothalamus, and the brain stem to change plasticity of brain and to change function, alpha and beta waves. So it balances the brain 3 to 5 minutes. Now, we have studies on Parkinson's. We have studies on neurologic diseases where it has a disease-modifying effects. So it's going to help the brain. It's going to help the gut, which is also the immune function in the body. It's going to help heart. It's going to help disease models like cancer and diabetes. There are 117 studies on cancer types alone.
Wow, and you've made it very convenient. I know you have all kinds of different models. I'm a fan of the Echo Go. We're going to put up a video that you guys produced, and as we put up the video, I want you to kind of talk about how convenient, because you're traveling, you're in from out of town to speak at a conference. Shout out to Dr. Fab. But for you, I mean, you can't lug a big machine around, so the Echo Go, you can do this in a hotel.
That's exactly right. That's why I travel with this one, which is the Echo Go Plus, which is just an upgraded version of it. But this allows you to have your hydrogen water on the go.
Wow, that's incredible. And it's also very popular among athletes. And I want you to set this up because Muhammad Ali's daughter, Layla Ali, is a fan. Okay, set up this clip and then we'll roll it.
So Layla is an incredible woman. Very, very, the most successful female boxer in the world. She retired undefeated. And amazing woman and a dear friend now. She was having some issues. We all remember her father had some issues. And I think if you and I spent our time getting hit in the head, we might have issues too with our brain. And so she got a hold of me and said, I'm having some issues. And I hear that your water can help with Parkinson's or any other neurologic issue. Do you think it'll help me? And I said, 100% it'll help you. So she got a machine and it did help her. She felt better. And she said, listen, I am going to endorse this for free. It changed my life. I want you to tell everyone about it. I want you to help everyone you can. And so she's putting our products on LaylaAli.com as well. She's that passionate about it. So yeah, she loves it. Now she said, I wish I had this when I was competing because now I don't fatigue. When I drink the water before I work out, I don't fatigue. And if I would have had that when I was fighting and boxing, oh my gosh, she already was undefeated, but she would have done even better.
No kidding. No kidding. Okay, let's go ahead and roll that clip.
I'm at a phase in my life where, because I understand the importance of water, I want the best that I can buy. So I have an Echo water system that really has upgraded my health because it produces hydrogen, which is good for your gut. It's good for oxidative stress. When I was competing as an athlete, I didn't know about that. That was something I would have loved to have had back then because my body was so stressed. You know, when you think about a lot of the disease that people are dealing with now, that's what it is. Inflammation, issues with their gut. When I even think about my father, you know, and Parkinson's, and I think about family members that have diabetes and they have Crohn's, you know, and it's like, I just want to be like, here, take some of this water so it can heal you, you know, and it can allow your body to do what it was designed to do.
Wow, that is so powerful. I mean, when you saw the video in its final form, you had to say, I couldn't have paid for a better endorsement.
Absolutely. And that was shot in her home.
No kidding.
She said, come in my home. She doesn't allow many people in her home, but she said, come to my home and you can record me.
Okay, so describe your brain now versus before you discovered hydrogen water.
So clarity, So this is the thing a lot of times, and people say, what am I going to feel when I drink it the first time? They're going to feel more energy. There was actually a study on coffee versus hydrogen water, and hydrogen water won by 10%.
Really?
Increasing brain activity and increasing energy overall. So they're going to feel a little more energy. Now, they're not going to be like Energizer Bunny running around, but they're going to have appropriate energy they should already have. Also, sleep is a big one that people say they sleep better the night after they drink it. And so huge benefits. From a clarity perspective, you just feel an overall sharpness that you don't normally have. A lot of people in the afternoon, 2 p.m., they get tired, want a nap. You don't need that because you're alert and you're ready to go. When I started drinking the water, I felt nothing. I didn't levitate off the ground, right? Didn't sprout wings and fly. I didn't feel anything because I was extremely healthy. My wife, who was sick, felt it immediately. And she said, she put her hands together. She goes, honey, I'm craving this water. I can't stop drinking it. And I was like, really? That surprised me because I drank water my whole life. I didn't feel that way about water ever, right? But she was like, I need this. I have to have it. For me, it took me a few months and I noticed I didn't need as much sleep at night. Really? I woke up alert in the morning. And so that was my first thing, going back many years ago now, 15 years, but that's what I noticed.
Okay, let's talk about safety. I know there's skeptics out there saying, but what's the downside? There has to be a fine print. What's the downside? Any?
No. So it's a good question because after 1,250 studies, there's not one single contraindication. In medical speak, that means no bad stuff happened, but no negative results. And there's no demographic, there's no age group, there's nothing that people... Now, that shouldn't shock anyone because remember what I said earlier, we're supposed to produce hydrogen in the gut. That's part of flatulence.
Sure.
So if we're producing it in the gut and it's getting into the body and it's designed to protect us from oxidation or oxidative stress, then obviously it shouldn't hurt us because it's natural.
I can only imagine you must feel like you have cured cancer and you just want to shout it from the mountaintops and say, guys, you have no idea, you're just drinking the wrong water.
Well, exactly. But the reality is we have had these studies now, 1995 through 2023, we've been charting the studies, okay? 2009 is when it went sky high. Like you watch the studies, they're very small, and then all of a sudden in 2009 it jumped. And that's because Nature Medicine did a study on hydrogen, and they showed that it was a selective antioxidant.
Wow.
Not reacting with any radicals that had a physiological role or were beneficial. It only reacted to the bad stuff.
Really?
And so that's what got everyone really excited is doctors, scientists, they're like, whoa, if hydrogen is a selective antioxidant, what else does it do? And so now, every possible study you could see on any kind of disease, from non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, there's no fat accumulation when you're drinking the water, to athletes, to you name it.
Well, and I don't know if you can see Paul's skin. He's got baby soft skin, and his eyes are very clear.
Oh, thank you.
Is there a beauty effect from drinking the water?
Good question, Jeff. Hydrogen stimulates collagen. So people will have more soft skin and eyes because you're getting toxins out of the body. You need water to float stuff out.
Right.
Like you were saying earlier, you should drink half your body weight in ounces of water per day just to replace the water on a daily basis to have health.
Okay, we've got about 2 minutes left, so look into the viewers' eyes and talk to them about why they might need to consider changing how they consume water.
Sure. Well, I know that most people are scared and don't know what water to drink because everything says it's the best water. It's a very confusing industry. I would tell you that we have all the filtration to get all the stuff out of water you would never want to put in your body. And the stuff that's in water today is pretty scary stuff, a lot of chemicals that are harmful to you. Once we clean the water so that you can put it into your body and not have any issue, then we're going to get hydrogen in that water. And that is going to change you as a person. I promise you, it will change you as a person. We have 250,000 machines out in the world.
Wow.
And that's millions of people now that are drinking water every day with hydrogen gas. and they love it. You got to pry it out of their hands. They're like, no way are you getting this out of my house. So I would say, please try it. If you're skeptical, which is healthy, then you can get something simple like this that's inexpensive, and then get a machine. Once you feel the benefits, get a machine for your house. But don't disregard this message, because in years to come, hydrogen will be known and everyone will know, and you will say, gosh darn it, why didn't I do that 5 years ago? I could have been aging backwards then.
Wow. You've been an amazing guest. We're going to end with the website, which is echoh2o.com.
Yep.
Dr. Paul, thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you.
That's it for now. We'll see you next time.